I had this feeling that I wanted to talk more about what God is, as there is only one God. But in my previous videos, I'm saying that you are God, that I am God, that we are God. And how is that possible when there is only one God? Well, God is non-conceptual. And what does that mean? It means that God is not material. God is spiritual. And what is spiritual? Spiritual is unconditional, aware, non-conceptual energy. That's what makes us being God together. Why? Because energy is in everything, everywhere, and cannot be contained, which is the definition of God is in everything and in everyone. And that means that we have one spirit, one God. But you are spiritual, a soul being, which makes you a part of God. And as energy cannot be contained, as it is in everything and everyone, it's interconnected, which means that when you thank God, and when you pray, and when you communicate to Spirit, when you acknowledge Spirit, love, Source, God, the universe, then you are connecting to everybody. That's why things happen as you acknowledge it, as you allow for it to be a reality for you, as it is the ultimate reality. Everything material decays and ends. It's not infinite as spirit is. So it's easier to understand when you understand that I'm God, you are God, we are God, sharing one spirit. So when you need something, and when you connect and affirm and ask, it's a part of everybody. It's a part of everything. And where you are headed on your journey is a part of your destiny, which is very much real. Then things happen at a distance which does not exist. It is just an illusion. So if you think that I'm gonna meet my romantic soulmate, perhaps, if you want to connect with people that you want to meet, which you feel is a part of your destiny and becomes evident as you create and what is being communicated to you as you are intuitive, listening to your guidance, is actually without distance. So maybe you feel like you receive a connection living in Japan with somebody in South America, but that's just an illusion, because energy is all there is. So those miles actually don't exist. And as you pray, and as you create, and as you do what you are supposed to in relation to your destiny and your mission here on earth, things will happen. If you live in Japan, things will start moving in South America, if that is the connection. Because everything is energy. So maybe you cultivate insight as you participate in your life, as to become more of who you are, which also affects the individual in South America that just has this insight all of a sudden. Or maybe they do their part and gain insight, but you affect each other. And that's also what prayer is in relation to healing somebody. That's why many people having the same intention, focus, and vision makes it a reality even greater than one individual is capable of, because it becomes an investment of a mutual desired outcome. And this is God. No dude, no dudette, non-material, non-conceptual, spiritual, aware, unconditional love, energy. That's God. So religion, for instance, is a vehicle to comprehend this, if interpreted correctly, and if not tampered with, like some religions are. And it's also an indicator that religion is not necessary if you understand all this and the foundation of creation in relation to spiritual, material, having a human experience, actually being a soul being who is eternal, infinite. And that makes you God. That's not such a big deal. It is actually natural and the way life works. The big deal is you creating yourself as to become more of a true, authentic version of you, which is all in relation to yourself, in humility, humble before God. And then you receive, and things happen along the lines of what you desire, what your heart desires. And the rest of you, with everything that you wish to receive that will give you pleasure and satisfaction, comes along, coming from a soul intention. That's the greatest thing you can do as you are having a human experience, to make more love. And that is something that becomes very beautiful and true if you understand that sex is not love. Love is love, free. God is free, God is just, God cannot judge. God is all forgiving, all giving, continuous stream of unconditional love that you can be a part of as you choose to be in alignment with who, what you are, as close to truth and authenticity as you can. And then things happen, bit by bit, coming closer as to manifest your destiny. And you can come close to achieving satisfaction, having moments of pleasure that are outside in the periphery, offset from your destiny. And you can feel that you are successful. And you are, but the true success is in relation to ultimate satisfaction. And that ultimate satisfaction is to follow your soul intention. And you have a unique soul signature tied to a specific destiny and purpose, being on earth. And that's what you want, most of all. How do you become ready for something like that? You have a relationship with yourself. You participate in your own life as much as possible. I was downtown today and I met some wonderful people. And as I was riding my bike home, there was a couple with children passing me. And it's a beautiful evening. The weather outside is really nice. And the husband, the man of the relationship, said to the woman, Isn't it really nice weather out today? And she replied like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit humid. And he was like, yeah, oh, it's like, and that story might seem trivial, but why do you ask that? Why do you ask somebody if the weather is nice outside when you can be in a close, authentic, true relationship with yourself? You don't have to get that verified by somebody. And this might seem trivial, but to me, that's an individual just insecure. And you got to be secure in relation to yourself. You can ask, if you feel like the weather is in a certain experience for you, you can ask somebody to get that validated. But I wouldn't suggest that. You can just state it. It's really nice weather out today. It doesn't have to be a question. And if you think about that, if you feel your intuition, if you are connected to yourself, you will understand what I'm talking about, because you can be living your life with you. The more you are connected to yourself, the more true you are as you trust yourself. You are God. You are God. You are the universe experiencing itself. Have a deep relationship. Deepen the relationship with yourself as to become secure in who you are, not in comparison with anybody else, and not acknowledging and affirming everything in your experience through the perception of somebody else. Everything is perception. Everything you ever wanted is perception. If you look at yourself like this and you want to achieve this, whatever that is, that's all perception in the land of illusion, an optical illusion that makes for a challenge. And the challenge is to be in alignment with yourself. And maybe you change your perception so much that this becomes this, and this becomes this. And that is something that you can create inside you in humility. So not becoming larger than life, not becoming this big head, but a big heart. And this will be attracted to you. Everybody is an individual, a person, and you can get inspired by others, and you can come to equanimity as in value, and actually desire to meet people. And everything is energy connection. So it's where you put yourself, how you view yourself. If you change the way you look at something, what you look at changes, which is all perception. Wayne Dyer used to say that a lot, and I love Wayne Dyer. Please understand what God is. This is not about getting a fancy car. This is about peace. This is about love. This is about a world of love, a world of opportunity and possibility as we are living correct in relation to spirit. I love you.